not completely done. Like I said, I still have to repaint it. The deck wasn't pretty happy about the blades. Turned out it wasn't an electric clutch after all, which I was hoping it wasn't, and I just rewired it pretty much. I put a fuse in. You can kind of see it down in there. It's got a cap on it, but it's got a 25 amp fuse on it. The gear shifter ain't perfect yet. It don't shift into reverse. And to shift it into neutral, you have to come down and shift it. Oh, there it goes into reverse, right there. Barely. You wiggle it, and it gets out. Here's first. You have to come down and around here to shift it back into neutral. So it does need a little bit, teeny bit adjustment. Just a hair. But you can tell it runs good. I have a new fuel filter to put on it. Sounds like it's going to need an air filter, because it sounds like it ran better without the air filter on it. But I just went out and mowed a little bit with it. Maybe that much. What I cut off the grass wasn't a whole lot what I cut off, but I just wanted to try it out and see how she did, and mowed her strong. The only thing about these opposed twins is they consume a lot of gas, what I've heard. And but she's a runner. She runs good. I shut my fuel valve off. What I did to wire the clutch is there's a power wire coming from the clutch, and there's a ground. I didn't touch the ground. I took the power, or what goes to the clutch, and I put it on this fuse here. So I'll pop it open here for you. 25 amp fuse. It's actually supposed to be a 20, but I couldn't find a 20. And right now a 25 ain't gonna hurt it, I don't think. And I just ran it up to the switch up there, and I hooked a wire onto the battery. I could have hooked it onto the stator, or the solenoid, not the stator, a solenoid, and I could have ran it up, but I didn't want to mess with that, because then I'd have to unhook the battery to do that, because, of course, right now I actually have to start it, so I have to touch these 2 points, because my solenoid is bad. See? But I have a new one coming in the mail. It starts up real easy and real nice, so I'm happy about that. Another thing is I have to get this fixed still. They do not have the goddamn yokes anywhere. I've checked Menards. I've checked 3 lawn and garden places. Nobody has them. Just because not very many people carry Exmark products. I'm out of breath. So, looks like we rub it against the gas tank a little bit. That ain't good. This still needs adjusted, like I said, so I'll probably try bending it outwards a little bit away from the gas tank. Still won't shift in and reverse worth a quarter. Well, I guess it actually is a little better. Still wouldn't hurt to adjust it a little. There's neutral. So my choke cable, I thought I had it working one time, and then it came loose again, so it ain't working at the moment. But so far, I haven't had to use it yet, so try to get that working. And I'm going to try to zip tie all these fuses halfway together and try shoving them back in there a little ways. These are the connections I used. They have the shrink tubing on it, and I used it, which I really like that. It makes a nice solid connection. I use that there to connect it to the wire that comes from the clutch. And I used it there to connect it going up here. Then I used those little deals, but what I did is after I connected them, they were loose. So I got them hot, and I melted some solder on the tip of them. So now they're nice and tight, which is nice. You always like tight. Tight's good for everything. So I gotta get this side fixed yet, because right now I have to yank it to turn it. That way, this way, it turns very nicely. It does a nice 0 turn. I might need to adjust the brake one more screw in, just so, just to really get a nice 0, you have to really squeeze it. And I just want it to where you can kind of firmly squeeze it, and it does a 0 turn. So maybe one more screw in for that side, but I'm going to order that yoke, and that yoke should hopefully be here about the same time that solenoid's going to be here. But like I said, I'm going to be gone this week, so I won't be able to work on it. So when I get back, it should be all here, and hopefully I can work on it all. So I was going to take it down there and wash everything and stuff, and I have no idea how these belts underneath are. The guy said he replaced the belt that runs from the motor to the deck, but there's also another belt that runs pulley to pulley, because there's 3 blades on this bad boy. So, yeah, that's my key at the moment. So I'm happy. The blades work. Cut's pretty good. I checked the blades out a little bit. They don't seem too badly bent. They actually seem pretty good, just they need sharpened. They're duller and shit. So what I might do is I might tip the whole machine up and just take a hand grinder and grind every one. So I'm happy with this machine. $250, and I got about, let's just say, $30 in it. Now I got about $50 in it right now, so I got about $300 in it. Plus, let's say another $30 for paint. $330. That ain't bad for a nice machine, especially a machine like this. I'm being a little hard on the tranny because right now I can't lift these knobs up and shift them. So how I'm shifting is as we go. And this ain't as fast as I thought it would be, but still a good jogging speed. Just a real light jog, I'd say, would be perfect speed for medium throttle, 5th gear. But it's definitely a fast mower, or not a fast mower, but I mean, like, compared to like a little 21-inch self-propelled, this old girl moves you along, I'll say. So hopefully my solenoid will be here. I can get this what I might do is I might take the grinder and grind all that smooth so it don't keep rubbing against there. Maybe create a hole there, I'm guessing, because we don't want that. But I do have the brakes working on this side. I just don't have the pulley to unengage the whole system. I don't have that currently working.